Hello, wellness educators. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Digital Marketing Show for network marketers, where we take the mystery out of marketing and give you strategies to find, enroll, and retain clients without being salesy.
Stared at the screen and you're like, why is no one listening to me? How come nobody can hear me? And let me know in the chat if that's you. Then this event is definitely something for you.
Yeah, so tonight we're diving into how to define your audience, attract your right fit people, and really do it in a way that feels totally you. Magnetic branding is important because finding customers and team builders online, well, it's not easy. And I know this because when I was 8, my parents started their network marketing business back there in 1981, and I grew up watching their struggles and successes. And then when the internet came along, I saw them struggle to find people online, and that's because they didn't know how to target an audience. So maybe you're wondering who you should target with your marketing. It starts with knowing who you want to help, what they're struggling with, and how to share it in a way that makes people lean in. And that's the core of a magnetic branding strategy. So if you're new to YFP, or if this is the first time you've been on one of our live events, just go ahead and type "I'm new" in the chat so we can give you a big welcome. And if you're watching this on live stream in Facebook, go ahead and type in the comments if you've got questions and where you're watching from. And I actually should get my Facebook live stream up as well. So who do we have with us today, Coach Kristen?
So we got a few people in here. We got Leslie McLeod is joining us from Ontario, and of course Shirley Koritnik. We have Ken Moffat. Hello, Ken,
Yeah,
from
hey, Ken.
Lexington. Awesome to see you. And we've got Sharon Braun so far that have said something. Oh, there we go. And we also have Gloria and Carol Gator joining us. I don't see any I'm news yet, but we know you're out there.
Yeah, great to see you, Gloria.
So welcome, everyone. There we go. Okay, we're very happy to see you all here. And what's fun is if you participate in today's show, we have exclusive prizes up for grabs in our Challenge Cove. So stay engaged, and if you answer correctly, you can win tonight's special prize of the Multiply Method by top networking leader turned network marketing consultant, Sarah Robbins, and other helpful tools for your business as well, and gear. Now, if you didn't already give your phone number and mailing address when you registered to join, the team's going to be putting a link in for you. So go to that link and make sure you update your contact details so that we can mail you your prize when you win.
Yeah. Well, if we haven't met yet, I'm Jody Stieg, but most people call me Coach Jody. I actually got started in network marketing really young. As I said earlier, my parents were having so much fun with their business, and I was watching them have fun. I loved the lifestyle they were creating. So when I turned 18, I didn't ask for a car or a big graduation gift. I asked a sponsor under them. So what can I say? Some kids get wheels. I got a starter kit. Back in 1997, we saw this brand new thing called the internet starting to take off, and my dad thought, what if we could use it to grow our business? We tried other people's online systems, but they never had all the pieces that we needed. So in 2004, with the help of a web developer in the Philippines, I put my dad's 3-step sponsoring system online, and within just a few months, I worked up in rank. And that was the spark that grew into what's now Your Freedom Project. And today, that little spark has grown into Your Freedom Project, or YFP for short. And what started as a single website is now evolved into a complete 360-degree ecosystem of marketing resources designed specifically for wellness educators in network marketing. So we give you the tools and strategies to build your business in a way that doesn't chase or pressure, but instead magnetically draws people to you and keeps them connected for life, which is a perfect sort of segue into tonight's magnetic branding. Now, our mission at YFP is simple, and that's to empower you guys, wellness educators, in the network marketing profession to attract an audience that's ready and willing to invest in their health. And well, from there, we help you convert that audience into loyal customers and ultimately a team of self-motivated business builders who share your vision. We believe the most effective way to accomplish this is by helping you to become what's called a fully equipped wellness educator. Just like if you were going to go hike up Mount Everest, you'd want all the proper gear, right? Well, that's the same thing in this business. You do have a bit of a climb to make, and you want the right gear to help you with that climb. So to help you learn how to become a fully equipped wellness educator, we'll be popping up random resources and educator needs throughout the show, and all you have to do is type them into the chat when you see them. If you answer correctly, you can win tonight's special prize, and we'll have 3 winners today, so we're very excited. So be sure to catch them all to win a prize at the end. Now let's introduce Coach Kristen.
And hello, I am Kristen Heenahan. Most people call me Coach Kristen or Coach K. And I started my wellness business back in 2009 after spotting an online ad from my upline, Peggy. And that's how I first discovered my brand partner. And through the YFP opportunity funnel is how I was introduced to this company. And honestly, building with YFP is all I've ever known. I've never done this really any other way. And now it's come full circle where I get to take everything I've learned about growing my business online with YFP's really powerful tools and use it to coach and support others in their wellness business as they step into leadership and success. So, are you ready to start talking about branding? Just type a yes into the chat if you are. And with that, we'll get on with a poll. Awesome. I love seeing all the yeses come in the chat. Okay, so quick poll of the night. Have you defined target audience? Is it 1, yes, 2, not yet, 3, I want your help, or 4, I'm not sure? We'll give you a few seconds to do it.
Oh yes, I like your new timer there.
Ooh, that's
built
nice.
right into the frame. Well done. Almost at a wrap.
All right. And there we go. Okay, so that's a wrap. So 60% of you already have your target audience defined. So well done. 27% of you not yet, and 13% want your help or our help. So that's excellent. You all know where you are. So keep that in mind. And with that, let's move on to our first segment. All right, friends. So let's talk about the foundation of everything we teach, the thing that makes or breaks your success online, and that is magnetic branding. And it's actually the very first step in our 3-step audience attraction formula. So the audience attraction formula starts with design your brand and find your audience, which a few of you already got done, so well done. The second is develop your attraction system. And then the third is deploy and grow. And today we're going to be really diving into part 1 or step 1. So Alex Hormozi, founder of acquisition.com, says branding is about pairing a product with an outcome that people want, right? All of us have products that give outcomes that people want. They just don't know about it yet. And that's what works for Nike or Apple. When you see their logo, you think champion or innovation, right? So being in network marketing, the special thing is you are the brand, and the outcome you want people to associate you with are things like more energy, better immunity, and lifestyle. And that's where magnetic branding comes in. It's when you pair your story, your values, and your mission with the outcomes your audience is desperate for. And that's what makes people follow you, trust you, and eventually buy from you. Now, here's a little twist. Magnetic branding is not about showing up as a salesperson. It's really about showing up as a trusted guide. So if I had to put it as simply as possible, branding equals empathy plus caring. See, most brands are obsessed with themselves, their products, their promos, their achievements, but empathy flips the script. Good branding makes your audience think, wow, they understand me. And that's what people will remember. Not how many posts you made, but how you made them feel, right? We all know that saying, people can forget what you said and what you did, but they'll always remember what you feel. This fits for branding as well. It's kind of like dating. If you sit there talking about yourself the whole time, there's a good chance there's no second date. But if you really see someone, their struggles, their hopes, you lean in and you want to learn about them, it's a different story. And online, it works the exact same way. And here's why it matters. When people build a magnetic brand, or when you build a magnetic brand, you build trust and credibility. You stop feeling salesy or spammy, and you stop being portrayed as salesy and spammy. And instead of chasing people, you start attracting the right customers and business builders naturally. So we're going to show you a little video of how to brand yourself, struggles, and show up as a person of value. So let's watch from John Melton of My Lifestyle Academy.
You know, if sometimes when you hear this conversation around branding, if you kind of struggle with how to brand yourself, what to talk about, maybe you have a fear of video. It's totally normal for you to have these fears, to have these doubts. I remember when we first started branding ourselves, we really struggled with this big time. It was tough. It was scary. But luckily, we got over ourselves, right? And we made it about the people we could serve. We made it about our audience, the people we could help, because that's really what it should be all about. In fact, think about the people you follow. Think about the people you love to follow, that you love to learn from. Typically, they show up with tips, with concepts, with inspiration. Maybe they share stories. Maybe they share ideas and insights. Like they somehow serve you. In fact, maybe they entertain you. As you always know, we talk about entertainment quite a bit, right? Like they make you laugh. They make you think. They make you feel a certain kind of way, right? Those are the people we love to follow. Those are the accounts we pay attention to. So I want you to start showing up as a person of value, to build that personal brand. And I remember back in 2013, we really struggled with this, to be honest with you, because we were so sick and tired of chasing the business, chasing people. We wanted people to chase us. We wanted people to get in our inbox or to follow us or friend request us, asking for more information about what you do, about what you represent. How much does your product cost, right? How they can get started, right? They're raising their hand. They're curious. And it's amazing because these days there's so many ways to get in front of an audience, right? Whether it's LinkedIn, YouTube, a podcast, right? Those are maybe some of the more advanced strategies, but as simple as creating a 5-second TikTok or 5-second Facebook reel. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing that someone can build this micro influencer brand? They can build a following, generate leads, get in front of a cold audience. Like how many of us have a crappy warm market?
I really love everything that John has to say. So that's a great thought right there. And I also love that John highlighted the importance of, really serving and becoming a person of value. So good for you, Shirley, for posting that in there. And before we move on, I'll just give a shout out too. I see Mr. Jeffrey Jones is with us in the live stream, as well as Coach Debbie Miller, Joanne Woodson, and Pamela is out there as well. And what's nice is that we're also in the middle of branding Pamela. So, all right, let's move to the next segment. Let's talk about some steps to create a magnetic brand. So now that we know what magnetic branding is all about, let's talk about how to actually create one. Because here's the truth, people don't follow products, they follow people. And that's why your brand has to reflect your story, your mission, and the transformation you're here to guide people through. So it all starts with your audience profile. Who are you really here to serve? What keeps them up at night? What do they crave emotionally, physically, spiritually? What are they Googling when they're trying to solve a problem? When we build this profile, we're not just jotting down age and gender like a survey, we're digging for empathy, for language, for connection. So when you show up online, your audience thinks, like what Kristen said earlier, she gets me, or he gets me in Dave's case. And that's the magic of a brand. It becomes a bridge from your audience's current struggle to their desired transformation. Now let's talk about niches. You've probably heard the advice, you need to pick a niche. And if you're like most wellness entrepreneurs, that phrase might instantly create panic. It's actually the one thing that I deal with every time when I'm in coaching and I'm trying to help people with their brand creation. they get hung up over, I don't want a niche. Because you're, well, maybe thinking, but I help people with so many things. You know, I've got maybe it's, excuse me, maybe it's personal care products or supplements, sleep tips, hormone support, gut health, or, you know, just whatever your product line might be. Weight loss, how in the world am I supposed to pick just one? And the reality is you might already be dealing with lots of clients that come from, you know, all over the landscape, and you may feel like, I don't even have a niche with them. How can I pick one? Well, that fear is real, and honestly, it stops a lot of you guys from ever branding yourselves. And it feels like if you choose a niche, you're boxing yourself in, like you'll have to throw away all the other tools in your toolbox.
But here's the truth. You don't have to be magnetic to everyone. You become magnetic when you clearly speak to someone. And that's why we help you define your audience and focus, like exhausted moms or burnt out teachers or men in physically demanding jobs. But it's not about limiting you to just that, like you cannot talk to anybody outside that parameter. It's about giving people one clear door to walk through so they know you're the person for them and they know what to expect from you. So here's a short little clip from Fraser of what Fraser Brooks thinks about finding your niche. So let's have a listen to that.
So with this, we need to create a reason as to why people are going to want to follow us, why people are going to fall in love with us, why people are going to communicate with us, why people are going to tell their friends all about us. So rule number one is brand yourself, not the company, right? And rule number two is be known for something, not everything. If you try and speak to everyone, you will end up speaking to no one. And if you try to speak to one particular person, that particular person will tend to listen.
Let's ask them to type in the chat, Kristen, rule number one.
All right. So in the chat, let's type that in. What was the one? It was what Fraser said. Yeah. There you go. What's the one thing, number one, when it comes to branding?
Denise has got it.
There you go. Carol, you got it too. I know exactly what you're saying. Nice. Leslie's got it too.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So for those of you watching, if you're wondering what rule number one is, can I say it now? Or do you want me to wait another second?
Yeah, you give it. You give it.
Okay. It's brand yourself, not the company. So make sure you're creating a brand around you because you're the magnet.
Yay. And let's give free coaching to Denise Williams for a free coaching session and a free coaching session with Leslie where we'll do a little marketing on it for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leslie and Denise, well done. Good job. Well done as well to Pam and to everyone who answered. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So how does this actually work for network marketers? Here's the key. Online, you niche down. Offline, you can stay broad. So what do I mean by that? Well, online, your message needs to be specific and searchable so the right people can find you. But offline, when you're face-to-face or in a real conversation, you can be flexible. You can listen, feel out what someone needs, and then guide them to the right solution from your toolkit. You meet them where they are. So think of your niche like a front door. Once someone steps through it, you can show them all the rooms in your house.
Exactly. And remember, it's not a trap door, it's a welcome mat.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
Exactly. So it's not about ditching everything, but one thing it's about is having one clear door so people know where to knock. And actually, John Melton of My Lifestyle Academy, he's got some good thoughts on this. Let's have a listen.
Up or it goes viral. In fact, I've got people on my team that, quite frankly, they don't have any viral videos, but they generate a lot of leads and sales because even though they aren't going viral per se, they're very niche. their content is very specific to a certain demographic. And people are like, well, what's my niche? Who's my demographic? What's my avatar? Who's my lifer? Like these terms are thrown around. It's you. It's you. Talk to you a week ago. Create content that would have helped you a year ago or 5 years ago, where you were, where you are now. I think that was the thing that really in the beginning, it made it easy for me to show up. I would just give myself advice.
I love that. Your niche is just you from the past. And that's why it's not scary. You're literally creating content that you wish you had when you were struggling. So this is where your branding starts to come alive. We're talking cover photos, logos, palettes that don't just look nice, they tell your story. Your visuals should immediately signal who you are, who you serve, and the transformation you stand for. And once your niche and your visuals are clear, you want to craft your core message. And listen, this isn't just a tagline. Okay, we use our 6-part story framework to turn your personal journey into messaging that connects, and then layer that in your message pillars and your hooks. So this all becomes the heartbeat of your brand behind what you post, what you say, and what you stand for. And then now comes the practical magic. This is where we put the structure in place for your brand online. So we start with the essentials, of course, clear names, URLs, images, and descriptions for your group-based wellness community, and your educators branding hub site. Okay, and with that, we're gonna roll into our Challenge Cove quick quiz. That's a tough one to say today. Quiz. Okay, so this is a quick quiz, fire answers. First person to put it in the chat is gonna win. So, first question. In step 1, it all starts with your audience blank. Okay, it all starts with your audience blank. Y'all are so fast. Well done. Very good, very good. Yes. And I don't know how everyone's doing over there in Facebook land. Jody, if you have that, my Facebook shut down on me.
I am here monitoring, not seeing. Yeah, come on in there, guys. There we go. Coach Debbie profile.
Beautiful. All right. So yes, the answer is it starts with your audience profile. So well done. Gloria, you were the first one on the keyboard for that.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Denise Strosky was second.
Yeah. You two were actually, Gloria, Denise, and Patricia was like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, way to go, Pat. Carol Gator just threw in there too. Leslie, nice to see you.
All right, so let's go on to question 2. Now, you can't be magnetic to everyone. You become magnetic when you clarify your fill in the blank. I know you guys will get this really fast. Really fast.
Yeah.
Quick. 1, 2, 3 again. There we go. Well done, everyone. Another couple seconds to punch it in there before we give you the full answer. Right. So yes, it is. You can't be magnetic to everyone. You become magnetic when you clarify your niche. So well done. And that was Rita Daniels came in first. So well done, Rita. Yeah. You little dancing.
Yeah, love the pineapple.
Okay. So on to question 3. So this is where your brand starts to come alive. We call it your blank identity. Oh, close. The answers are coming in, but you're close.
We've also got Roxanne, who's answering here in live chat before. We've got Hope Royer Miller as well.
Right. I don't
And
see
Laura?
any of the right answers yet.
I think Laura's
Zoom.
cat typed on her keyboard. I'm not sure what that answer is.
So haven't quite got it yet. I'm going to give y'all a hint.
Hey,
Starts with a
Dolores.
V. Your something that starts with a V identity. I don't know. Has anyone got it in Facebook yet, Jody?
Nobody,
we
but I'm
go.
seeing some names coming up here. Denise, it looks like Denise nailed it. Sharon Braun nailed. No, Denise was the first one. Let's go for it. Give them the answer. Press on.
Okay. All right. So the answer is your visual identity.
So that's like,
So
yeah, your look,
yeah.
your logos, your
Denise, you got it.
color palette. Next one.
Okay. All right. On to the next question, and that is. There we go. This isn't just a tagline, it's your story, your why, your beliefs. Step 4 is crafting your core blank and messaging. Your core.
I think you should give them a hint. Starts with a letter.
I do. C.
David, you're on the
Starts
right.
with the
David
letter
Gamboa is on the right track, but the word starts with a C, David. We could consider the whole thing messaging, but as it says, core starts with a C.
There's
And
a
it's what-
specific.
Oh, very close, Denise. Very close, Denise. The CON is correct. It's what we make for you at YFP. We make a lot of it. Every day we're pumping out con. Yeah, there we go. Denise
There we
rewrote
go.
it. Denise rewrote it. She nailed it. Joanne got it. Pat King, there we go. Paula Wood. Hey, Paula Woods, nice to see you. Yay.
Okay, so yes, your core content and messaging. So well done. Okay, and the final question. This is where the practical magic happens when you help, or we help you create the structure for your brand online. Step 5 is to blank the foundation.
Oh, there, Denise has nailed it.
Now she's on a roll. The roll of all rolls.
Denise is on the keyboard. Gloria, Pat,
Well done.
Carol, Laura, way to go. Fantastic. Cement.
So
well,
yes, step
Dolores?
5 is to build foundation.
yeah.
Got it. All right. So well done, everyone. So just as a reminder for everyone who answered correctly, you're going to be getting a copy of Sarah Robbins' The Multiply Method. So well done,
Yay,
everybody. Big shout out.
congratulations. Congratulations, well done.
And I think with that, we'll turn it over to Jody, and he's going to show you this magnetic branding in action.
Okay. Whew, that was exciting. Great job, everyone, jumping in, getting on the keyboard. So you've heard the strategy. Now let's bring it to life. And Kristen, could you do me a favor and just type in the chat those 5? We should probably give them a recap. I realize we should give them like a one, here's the 5 steps in one shot, because we did it over in a sequence. So, all right, so you've heard the strategy. Now let's bring it to life, because magnetic branding isn't just theory, it's, well, transformation. When Brenda Bruns came to us, she had no real brand presence, no niche clarity, and no idea how to speak directly to the women she was called to serve. And she's been in the business for like 40 years. So we started with our full brand building process. So first what we did is we interviewed Brenda, not just about what she does, but about who she is. Then we ran all that through our artificial intelligence, our AI-powered brand building machine, which is still blows my mind, but it is something that we've been developing over the last 2 years. Basically what we've done is we've taken ChatGPT and then we've trained the heck out of it so that it knows exactly what we are trying to achieve. Because you guys are in a different style of business. You're in a network marketing profession, which has its own unique things. Also, most of you here, I believe all of you here, are in a wellness focused company. You guys are branded or have a brand partner that's wellness focused. So we want to make sure that we're working through that level. And because your business has two sides to it, where you're branding yourself as both an educator and somebody who's marketing products, but also for somebody who's a team builder. So it helps us take your story and shape that into a powerful magnetic digital presence. And what we discovered was this. Brenda wasn't just here to share health tips. She was here to help women who are overwhelmed by conflicting wellness advice. She understood them because she was them. She had her own story from skepticism to simplicity. And we helped her turn that story into her brand foundation. And here's what we created from that clarity. So we have the audience profile. You can just see kind of a screenshot of that. The demographics, like focusing it for women aged between 50 to 70, post-career or nearing retirement, navigating hormone shifts, inflammation, energy dips, and identity transitions. And also we have the core wellness struggles, which is about, in her case, hormonal shifts, post-menopause, bone or joint health, inflammation and energy dips, trust issues with medications, and side effects. And one of the important things here is the niche tagline, like wellness wisdom for women who want to age well naturally. And let's not forget about the visual brand identity. We designed a calm, trustworthy aesthetic, deep teal, soft creams, and of course we did it based on also the clothes that she would be likely wearing when she's going live, and peaceful typography, the fonts, that felt like her, grounded, gracious, and wise. Now let's take a look at Dave's brand building case study.
I gotta say that's a neat brand building process for Brenda. And now let's meet Dave Moore, an aircraft mechanic, outdoorsman, dog dad, and now the face of a movement. So hello, Dave. Welcome.
We don't have Dave's audio. Oh, there you go. There's Dave. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
We hear you, sir.
Okay, good.
Right on. Great to have you here.
Well, welcome, Dave.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so Dave is now the face of a movement helping hardworking men and women feel stronger, move better, and get their energy back. And when Dave came to us, here's what we saw. A decade of wellness experience, a big passion for helping others, but online it was crickets, and his audience was undefined. So what we did is first we helped Dave stop trying to talk to everyone, and instead we got clear, he's here for folks like him, men and women in physically demanding jobs, the ones waking up sore, they're dragging through the day, and still putting in the work. I always visualize when I look at David's branding is like blue collar workers. So we and then we went into step 2 where we built his brand on their struggles. So we turned those everyday aches into content pillars. For example, energy on the job, stretching and recovery, easy meal hacks, wellness tips that from the work truck, or bear content. Then we told Dave, you don't want to sound like a supplement label. You want to sound like the guy at the lunch break who actually knows how to feel better, right? So his new voice is simple and direct and magnetic. There's no more check out my link energy. Now he's speaking directly to tired backs and tired minds, and people will be listening. So from there, we went on to step 4 and we built his community structure. So that came with his discovery group, the Tough Jobs Wellness Tribe, and his VIP group, which is more Healthy You members. And we helped Dave create group spaces where his audience feels seen, not sold to, but they feel supported, okay? And Dave also hired us to help him with his video marketing. So he uses the scripts we provide every week for the Weekly Wellness Discovery Show, and then we cut those into 5 daily reels and post them. So what's the big takeaway? right? The first is you need clarity, you need consistency, and honestly, this is the hardest part, but it's the best part. You just need the courage to show up for the people who need your story. And part of it is that we help Dave change his old Facebook profile into a new and a better header with a tagline. And this is what we put together for him. And actually, David, I got to show your branding as an example today, and the person I was working with was very impressed with it. So with that, let's bring David in, and we just got a few questions for him so that he can share a little bit about how this experience was for him. So hi, David.
Hi.
So what first sparked your interest in wellness? What was it that got you here?
I'll tell you, to be honest with you, Kristen, it was when I went to do a wellness checkup at my doctor's office, and they asked me for my list of medications, and I didn't have a list of medications, and they're asking me why I don't. I said, well, because I don't need them, and I'm on a multivitamin, and that's what I do to keep myself healthy. And they just kind of looked at me kind of weird, like, how can this guy be in his 50s and he doesn't have a list of medications like everyone else? So I just thought that was kind of interesting, and it just kind of gave me an idea to think that maybe that we have a situation with a lot of people are sick, and we're looking at sick care, not looking at well care. So I really have a devotion to help people be healthier and try and work with that. So that's my mission.
And what's
trying
great
to help
about it,
people.
yeah, and you're living proof of it, so they really can't deny it. That's excellent. Now,
Right.
what made you decide to brand yourself and start building a community and create videos?
Well, I'm trying to focus, like you said, like-minded people that are in a career that's mentally struggle, a lot of stress and mental and physical abilities, and there's a lot of pressure, and it just wears on you over the years of the aches and pains, and the things aren't working as well as they used to. So, like I said, there's a lot of people that don't know that there's help out there, and I try and help them understand that they're not alone, and I can help them get through their situations and just kind of help coach them along, educate them and coach them. So.
Beautiful. And a great way to do that is putting yourself out and building a community. So well done.
Thank you.
Now, how has your experience been so far on this journey that we've been supporting you with?
Well, I've been really, really fortunate to have Coach Jody and his amazing team just working me through this and developing the professional videos and the reels. It's just been neat to sit back and watch it all come together. And it's brought my attention and awareness on social media definitely a lot more. I mean, it's probably grown over 50% to 80% more views and comments. It's incredible what a difference it's making compared to when I was trying to do this all on my own. So I appreciate all you guys' help.
That's so great.
Let's
and
ask.
You touched a little bit on the last. Go ahead, Jody.
No, finish that.
Oh, I was going to say, you kind of touched on this already, but with the growth, so congratulations on that. Have you noticed any other benefits from having a clear brand and a target audience?
It's just helping me to be focused now on reaching my goals, and that is I'm on a mission to try and help as many people as I can be healthier on a natural base, and not so much on the pharmaceutical side, and to get people off of prescription medicine, and trying to get them in a more holistic idea of how there are different ways to stretch and exercise and eat better, and just there's a lot of things out there with some education and some information and coaching. I think we can come a long way with a lot of people and help them succeed in their own and help them be more healthier.
Let's, Dave, share with everyone, if you could, what it is you do for work.
I'm a structures aircraft mechanic, so I do a lot of drilling, a lot of shooting rivets, and repairs and modifications on private aircraft. So it's physically very demanding. So I've been doing it for over 40 years, and it's definitely wearing on me. So I definitely I can feel a lot of pain. So
Well, and I think, for me, one of the things that's nice is when you try or when you become an educator about wellness, it holds you accountable to live it, right?
Yes.
So it actually gets you in the game of doing it. So even if nobody paid attention, at least you're already helping yourself. And so nice to see that people are digging in, and I know it's going to grow for you. By the way, one of the things that was listed was bear content. We should maybe explain what bear content means.
Yeah, he's not in the room with me, but I sent him downstairs so he didn't interrupt my interview. But he's my border collie, and he's high maintenance, and he's the one that keeps me active and keeps me going. So, like, do a lot of outdoor hiking stuff. So that's it. That's Bear.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, you've been awesome to work with. Super appreciate it. Kristen, I'll let you wrap it up.
All right. Thanks, Coach Jody. Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, man.
Well, thank you, David, and appreciate you allowing us to showcase what you've been building. And that's really what Dave did. And that's exactly what we can do to help you as well. So before booking with us, Brendan and Dave had a passion, but they didn't have a clear brand. And now they have a brand, a message, a system, and a way to build a thriving wellness community. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I've been showing up, but nothing's clicking, and let me know if that's you in the chat. I think we've all been there. Or I'm tired of winging it, or I know I'm meant to help people, but I'm not sure how to stand out, then this is your invitation. And this is exactly what we do inside our brand building experience. And we've helped others with their brand, like Naomi, with the Wellness Guide for Gut Health, and also Dr. Jordan Smith with his Factory Reset for men's health. And of course, we can do the same for you as well. So with that, I hope you're feeling inspired and also feeling like this is achievable, like there is a path and you can make it. And with that, we'll move on to our next poll. All right. So the question is, do you have a magnetic brand in action yet? Number 1 is yes, I've built my brand. Number 2, not yet. 3, I want you to build my brand. Or 4, I'm not sure. And if you're in Facebook, you can just give us a 1, 2, 3, or 4 based on your answer. And that's awesome. Quite a few of you already have your brand built. So well done.
Yay.
Pretty impressed with those numbers. Awesome. So we have 27% of you with yes, I've built my brand. So congratulations to you guys. 55% of you not yet. And that's all good. I hope this has inspired you to start jotting down some notes. And then 18%, they're not sure yet. So that's perfect.
Yeah. I could buy a new Maserati, though, if everyone was paying me $1,000 a month. I don't even have a Maserati, so yeah, we'd love that. But I hope you guys got a ton of value from this, and we look forward to seeing you in the Wellness Webcast on September the 18th next week. Let's give Dave a big thank you for being here, taking time out of his day. Thanks so much, Dave, for being here. And here's to you guys creating a lifestyle of personal freedom. Have an amazing night. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks.